They lie about these things so that you believe them, because they know if you can believe something with every fiber of your being, that it'll be very difficult for you to step outside of your beliefs and accept new knowledge. So they've got you by the goddamn balls. They've got you by the balls. Now, I know for a fact after the Kundalini awakened within my system in my early 20s, and I had a handful of these experiences in my early 20s, it showed me things about my body that I thought were absolutely, it was miraculous. Let's just put it that way. The beauty of the human body, the beauty of the human aura, it just made me weep. It was incredible. It still does to this day. I can still feel it touching me years later. These experiences are incredible. These experiences with gnosis, nirvana, samadhi, Christ consciousness. But I know for a damn well fact that if they're going to lie to us about the human body and its potential and give us limits, that they're also lying to us about this earth, this dimension, this realm. In my opinion, and this is going to make many people upset, I'm sure, we're living in something more along the lines of Yggdrasil. I think that's how you pronounce that. I used to be super into this Norse stuff. I used to be super into this old Viking stuff when I was younger. I had all these like comic books about Vikings and all these detailed books, these picture books that I begged my mom to get me. My mom and my dad of Vikings, and I had a really strong connection to the Norse material. I used to be just used to be so obsessed with reading these books about the Norse mythologies. But then the Game Boys come along and you end up hanging around stupid people at school and you lose interest in these things. Most of you guys had some type of connection to your inner power or to some type of magical, we all had a magical outlet and interests at a younger point in our life that chances are you might not even remember. But Yggdrasil, ladies and gentlemen, let's just read what it is first from Wikipedia. Let's open up screen capture. Yggdrasil, from Old Norse Yggdrasil, is an immense mythical tree that plays a certain role in Norse cosmology where it connects to the 9 worlds. Now the tree, a giant tree, that is more, in my opinion, indicative of something known as the Kabbalistic tree of life. It's not to be taken literally, ladies and gentlemen. Some people say, "Oh, you believe we live on a giant tree?" No, I don't. You have to take things, mythological things and old things like scripture and whatnot, and religious documents. You have to look at them metaphorically. Yggdrasil is attested to the... Okay, I'm not going to read all that. But basically, I believe that we live in a series of worlds that are stacked below us and above us. I just know I'm damn well sure, ladies and gentlemen, that if they're going to lie to us about the human body, they're sure as hell going to lie to us about the world we live in too. Because the enlightened body, for one, has a very intimate connection to the earth, especially with something known as the Schumann resonance. When you become enlightened, when you experience sanctification, which is the holy purifying fire of the white dove of Christ, or the purifying, blood purifying rising of the phoenix, the Kundalini energy rising, the 2 sacred serpents. The hell was I just going to look up? I totally forgot. Let's type in sanctification. What comes up when we type in sanctification? Sanctification is the act or process of acquiring sanctity or being made or becoming holy. You only become holy by becoming whole. Again, when you become whole. Right now we're broken. To become enlightened, it makes you whole, ladies and gentlemen. That's what sanctification is. Why do you think the saints had a fucking halo around their head, ladies and gentlemen? Why do you think the saints had a halo around their head? It's because they were enlightened. The halo is also known as the Nimbus. The Nimbus. It's funny, you type it in on definitions and it says Nimbus, a luminous cloud or a halo surrounding a supernatural being or saint. Go pick up a copy of Tool's album Lateralis and buy it in physical format and take a look at the structure on the front of the album around the man or woman's head. That is the Nimbus, the tetrahedron Nimbus, etheric Nimbus of God, the halo. Let's see, Saint halo. See if we can find a decent picture here, folks. Jesus is depicted with a halo as well. You know, the halo to a large extent is the ring around your head, the etheric ring that connects you to the 12 signs of the zodiac. When you become enlightened and tune in through the reawakening of the Kundalini energy, it ties you to the Schumann resonance, and you tie yourself, your consciousness into the 12 signs of the zodiac, and you have a zodiac disc around your head. This is just a metaphor for the 12 cranial nerves becoming enlightened and producing an etheric ring around your head, ladies and gentlemen. We got to wake up. We really do. That's what I was going to type in, the Schumann resonance. The Schumann resonance are a set of spectrum peaks in the extremely low frequency ELF portion. That's what ELF stands for, extremely low frequency portion of the Earth's electromagnetic field spectrum. Schumann resonances are global electromagnetic resonances generated and excited by lightning discharges in the cavity formed by the Earth's surface and the ionosphere.